Hello, children. Welcome back. We had given 2-3 weeks of break so that you can practice those addition tricks. And now, when we start subtraction, it becomes easier for you. Let's see how we can do subtraction very easily by applying the same tricks that we learned in the last 6 sessions. Okay, and more importantly, just the way we added from left to right, we'll be subtracting from left to right. Okay, let's learn it through few examples. Firstly, we'll start with the simplest. Okay, we had started addition with the place value additions, right? So we'll do the same thing here. So when you want to take out 10 from 68, okay, you are taking out a tens, right? So in addition, what did we do? We just added by that number. So here we lessen it by that number. 68 minus 10, 6 we make it 5. So it becomes 58. We are using the place value trick, okay. Let's look at another example. 367 minus 200. So we have to take out 200, right? So from the hundreds place, we lessen it by 2. 3 minus 2, it becomes 1. So the answer is 167. Okay, you can use this place value subtraction for all the problems. Okay, let's look at a little more difficult problem. Okay, 26 minus 12. Okay, here we will be subtracting from left to right. Okay, 20 minus 10 is 10. Remember the 10. 6 minus 2 is 4. So 10 and a 4 becomes 14. Okay, pretty simple. There is no borrowing. Directly you have started subtracting from the highest place value to the lowest place value. Okay, let's look at one more example. 645 minus 221. Direct. 6 minus 2 is 4. Rather, 600 minus 200 is 400. 40 minus 20 is 20. 5 minus 1 is 4. So the answer is 424. Okay. Now let's see how we can do with borrowing. Okay. Borrowing is little confusing and difficult, right? So let's look at this example. Simple example. 67 minus 19. Okay. Let's think for a while. This 19 is very nearer to 20, right? So we can apply the place value subtraction for if we make it to the nearest 10. That is the trick. Okay. So 19 is very nearer to 20 just by 1. Okay. 19 plus 1 makes it 20. Okay. Now what we can do is take out 20 from 67, which is very easy, right? 6 minus 2 is 4, 47. Now add back that 1. You had lessened 1 more, right? By making it 20. You have to only reduce by 19, not 20. So add back that 1. So 47 plus 1 becomes 48. 48 is the answer. So the trick that we use here is by the deficiency. If you remember, we use the same for addition as well. Okay. So let's look at another example where we have borrowing. This 132 minus 46. Units place 2 is less than units place 6. Right? So we have to borrow. Now what we can do here is this 46 is very nearer to 50. How much should we add to make it 50? By 4. Right? So remember that 4. From 132, take out 50. So here you can do a number splitting. 13 minus 5 you can do. 13 minus 5 you retain the 2. Okay. So 13 minus 5 is 7. The 2 if you take over it is 72. 132 minus 50 is 72. Okay. Now we have to add back that 4 that you remembered, right? Kept in your memory. Add back that 4 so that it becomes the answer is 76. Okay. Clear? Let's look at a little more difficult problem. 1376 minus 82. Okay. I have intentionally taken a thousands number and a tens number. What trick we can do here is we can't do number splitting here. 76 is less than 82, right? So we have to go with 376. Okay. Rather, we keep it as 1376 because it's just one number that has to be removed. Okay. So now, if we think this 82, if we have to apply by the deficiency formula, this 82 is deficient from 90 by 8. So we can't, it's actually becomes difficult. So what we can do is we split it. 80, it is much nearer to 80. So we make it 80 and 2. Okay. If we look at the 1376, okay, we have to take out 80, and this 1376 is nearer to 1380 by 4 numbers only. Okay, so add that 4 number, remember that 4, it make it 1380. Now take out 80. How much does it happen to be? It happens to be 1300, right? And we have to take out 2 more, right? We have to take out 82. So we had just taken out 80. So take out 2 more. It becomes 1298. And now remember the 4 that we had added to 1376. So we have to take out that as well. Now the answer becomes 1294. The trick that we used here is we first added and then we subtracted that number. Okay, the trick is by the addition and then by subtraction. Let's look at a little more difficult problem, okay, and see how we can apply this trick. 1004, sorry, 14,893 minus 48. Again, this is intentional. You can try with the different problems here. Okay. Now what I'll do is, this 93 is definitely greater than 48, right? Now I'll do number splitting. I take out 148. I retain as is 93 minus 48. Now I have to do 93 minus 48. Okay. Uh, what we can do is, this 93 is 3 more than 90. Correct. Remember that 3. And this 48 is 2 less than 50. Right. Remember the 2 as well. 90 minus 50, very easy, right? Place value. Using by place value, it becomes 40. Now, we had used the by the deficiency that for that 48, right? We had made it 50. That 2 we have to add back. So, it becomes 42. We applied by the deficiency trick. Okay. Now, that 42, there is another number, magic number 3, right? 93, we had made 90. So that 3 also we have to add back now, because we had not subtracted it, right? We had kept it as is. That 3 also we have to add back. Now 42 becomes, 42 plus 3 becomes 45. Okay. There's a mistake over here. I'll correct it in the slide. Now when you merge 148 from the split and this 45, it becomes 14845. That is the answer. Okay. Now let's look at how we can use these tricks for adding columns of numbers. Okay. Now here, right, when you have more than 2 numbers to add, you have to look, you have to decide what first and what next. Okay, what trick has to be used first and what next. Okay, I'll just illustrate 1 or 2 examples, or maybe 3 examples over here, and you can use your own discretion. Okay, you need not follow just the way I say. You can see what is easier for you. Okay, just that you have to look for easy subtractions. Okay, now first example. So you can see 4 numbers over here, right? 1248 minus 120 minus 32 plus 52. Okay, how do I look at it? Okay, first what I'll do is, I'll see 52 minus 32. I can use by the place value trick. It becomes 20, right? Then there is a 120 over here from which I can take out 20. So it becomes 100. Now from 1 to 48, I have to just reduce the 100. So the answer is 1148. It was so quick, right? Traditionally, if you had to do, 8 minus 2 is 6. 6 plus 2 is 8. 8 in the units place. So that way you have to do, and it takes a lot of time, right? This was pretty simple. Let's look at one more example where we can apply multiple tricks. Okay, 948 plus 139 minus 24 minus 239 plus 546. Now I have to scrutinize these numbers. Which one I should take first? So if you see, there is a 39, 39, right? So what I can do is minus 239 plus 139. If I take off 139, there is 100 left over which I have to take out. Okay, I cannot take out 239 from 139. So 139 I gave it. Okay, I have 100 more left which I have to take out. Okay, I'll remember that 100. Okay, now there is a 948 and a 24. I can do direct subtraction here, right? So 948 minus 24 is 924. Okay, you can use direct or by the deficiency. Okay, minus 30 plus 6 or 950 minus 24 plus 2. Okay, so you get 924. Now remember the 100 that you have still left to take out. From this 924 you can take off the 100 by using the place value. Becomes 824. Now add 824 to 546. It's by number splitting and by completion you can do. Okay, 24 and 46 is 70. 8 and 5 is 13. 1370 is the answer. Okay, pretty simple, very quick. Okay, let's look at one more example which is little more difficult than this. Okay, here 13,498, 2162, add 15,923, then lesson 11,803 and lesson 2342. Okay, now we have to really scrutinize what comes first and what comes later. Okay, first thing is whenever you get large numbers, split them up. Okay, think and split where you have to split. I have split it at thousands and hundreds. Okay, sorry, 10,000s and hundreds. Now I'll first take up all the tens. Okay, 98 plus 62 plus 23. These are all to be added, right? I'll add them up. So by applying various tricks, by the completion and other tricks, I'll get 183 as the answer. Now add up all the numbers that has to be subtracted. 42 and a 3, right? 45. Take out 45 from 183. So by addition and subtraction, you can do that, right? 180 minus 50 plus 3 plus 5. So you get 138 as the answer, right? Very simple. Now, next step. Remember this 138. So that's your first answer. That comes at the tens and units place. Okay. And remember there is a slip over to hundreds place. 1 is there. 138, 1 is there. Okay. Now step 3. What I'll do is I'll add all the thousands up. So what is there in thousands and hundreds place? 34 plus 21 plus 59. That makes up 114. Okay. Now add up all the numbers that has to be subtracted. 18 and 23. Right? 18 and 23 when added up becomes 41. So from 114 I will take out 41. Again by the place value and by deficiency we get 73 as the answer. Okay. 114 minus 40 minus 1. So we get 73 as the answer. So 73 is there under thousands and hundreds place. Okay. Remember there was a one slip over from the previous number split 138. We had to add that 1 to this 73. So it becomes 74. Okay. Now add up all the 10,000s. 10,000s is 1 in the first number, 1 in the third number, and then we have to take out 1 from the fourth number, right? So the answer is 1. So when we merge all the individual numbers after number splitting, we get the answer 17438. Okay, very simple. If you have to add this or if you have to solve this problem in traditional way, try out, you will definitely take more time than this trick. Okay, so to summarize, yeah, obviously try these some sample problems, but try more from your maths textbooks. Okay, So it will help you definitely. And to summarize this session, we subtracted the numbers from left to right. We used subtraction of large numbers and columns of numbers also. Okay, we used all the addition tricks that we used before for subtraction as well. Okay, happy learning. Practice these. We'll come with more subtraction tricks to make your subtraction life very simple. Okay, thank you. Have a nice day.